Hello everyone. Today you are going to learn about how to install a WordPress content management system on your cPanel. So I assume that you have watched our previous video which dealt with installing the WordPress manually by uploading a WordPress file and creating the database and everything using manual installation. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about how to install it in an automated way, and it is very simple and easy for beginners who do not want to use the manual installation process. So in this video you are going to install the WordPress using softaculous. So softaculous is an app installer that is inside your cPanel. So it will be able to install more than 200 scripts and content management systems through its interface. So this is a third party software provided as is without any warranties or anything. So this is provided in order to help users who are completely new to installing things. So this will make it easy for such kind of users. And here you can see there are a lot of softwares over here. So you need to pick up a software or script that you would like to install on your domain name as per your requirement and follow the procedure. And it is very easy to use. So here you can see the main navigation interface when you click on the software class. So the first one is go to cPanel. It will take you back to the cPanel interface, and right now we are in software class interface. So script demos. So when you click on this particular uh, icon, so you will be able to see the demo. Click on a script logo to view the demo of that script. So there are a lot of demos. So suppose this is WordPress, so you can learn about WordPress, or you can see how the WordPress will be working in the back end or front end. So this is the front end, and in order to see the back end you can click on the administration part and it will take you to the admin end. So enter the admin and pass that is provided here. So you will see the demonstration login URL here. So this is the WordPress. So you can see how WordPress looks like and how the things work without even installing the system on your control panel. So you can explore things like in that manner, and I will go through this auto class interface. So script ratings. So the scripts are rated in a particular manner. So you can click on a particular script and you will be able to see the ratings. So these are rated by the users who are using softaculous. So it doesn't mean that the script is not good. So you have to verify the script popularity or reputation online. This is just an interface and rated by the users using softaculous. So not everyone will be using softaculous. Most of them will be installing manually or in an other way or by the help of developers. So we will not be discussing about the ratings part here. So all installation, click on all installations. So here you can see the list of installations that were uh, on your control panel, and the script name and the admin name, installation time and version and options will be shown here. As of now we don't have any uh, script installed through softaculous, so it is showing as you do not have any installation. So edit settings. So here are some settings related to softaculous. The first one is choose language, where you can choose the language, and time zone is set to server's default, and customize theme. If you want to customize the theme, um, you can select it, and you can customize the things here. Suppose the left panel color, so this is set to this gray and blue. So like this way you can customize interface, normally not needed for a user, but I am just discussing here, so that you will be all good with things. So there is another thing here in software class, that is the backup and restore option. So using this backup and restore option, you will be able to backup an installation, and you will be able to restore the installation on another host or another control panel using software class. So this is provided as is, and it will work based on how software class will deal with such installations. So use it at as it is, and you will be able to contact the software class in case if you have any issues with how things are working. So this is the email id, that is the email id we have entered for this particular account. So you can enter your own email id, so that you will be able to receive the notifications like installation emails, removing emails, edit installation, backups, restores, clone emails, and other emails as well. So we highly recommend you to enter an email id of the administrator of your control panel, so that they will be receiving all the notifications, and I think it will be helpful for most of you. So synchronize auto installers. So when you click on this particular synchronize auto installations, so if there is any new data is found in the account, or um, another auto installations are there, then it will work. So there is no data over here, so it will not do any syncing part, and it will work when we have installed something through softaclus. So how to find the softaclus help? So here are the softaclus. So what is the softaclus? Softaclus is an instant or auto installer, right? So it will help the users to install free or open source softwares in a minute. So this is the interface help, how to install software. So how to get this support, how to get what are software ratings, so everything is here. So softaclus is owned by a company named softaclus, and it's not related to rankmyhub.com or any or control panel. So this software is provided as is, just in order to help the users who are completely new to CPanel, and we hope that you will be able to use this for your script installations, in case if you would like to do the automation part. So let's get started with the WordPress. So I will take you back to control panel and start over, so that you will be all clear, and the tutorial will be good to learn for new users. So how you would like to do is, step 1, click on WordPress. So here is the WordPress. So click on install now. So when you click on install now, you will be uh, provided like a form. This is just like a form. So this is the easiest thing, and you will be able to use this form. You just have to enter the respective details that is asked via this form, and the script will do the installation part for you. So this is the easiest process for most of the users who do not want to deal with setting up other things in a manual fashion. So choose a protocol. If your site has SSL, then please choose the HTTPS protocol. So if you have installed an SSL certificate on your domain name, the protocol that you would like to choose would be HTTPS. So similar in a similar fashion, if you would like to add a subdomain www in front of your main domain name, you can choose https www.com. So in a similar manner, if you do not have the SSL installed, then the protocol that you should choose would be http colon slash slash. So if you want the same protocol with www, then this is the option that you should choose. So this is a domain name that we are going to use for this installation, and we have the SSL installed already. How you would like how we can verify that is by click on this one and go to the domain name and add https. So you can see that we already have an SSL installed. So I am going to use the HTTPS version, and I don't prefer to have www in front of this. This is my personal preference. So if you would like to have a www in front of it, your option will be www before after the HTTPS. So this is my option, and I am going to use this one. So here you can see the directory is related to domain and should not exist. So if you have a directory named wp in your public HTML folder or the domain's root folder, the installation will fail. So make sure that there is no directory. If you want to install in a directory other than the root directory, so what is a root directory? This is the root directory of the primary domain. So if you have a directory named wp or something like my blog or something, that is called a subdirectory. So when you install a subdirectory, the files will be served from subdirectory. So I don't want to have a subdirectory, and I want to install directly inside the root directory. This is the root directory. So depending on your needs, you can configure this particular option. So I am going to install it in root directory. So in order to install it in root directory, leave this empty. So this is the instruction clearly stated here, and I am going to leave it as it is. So the site name, this is the name that you would like to use. So I am using whatever I want to use. So here you need to enter the administrative username and password. So a lot of people use something like administrator, admin 123, password 123. So I would like to make a note for you that please don't use such kind of administrator or admin or in the password something like pass or pass 123 or password 123. Please don't use that. Why? Because you are on public domain, that is the internet. So when you are on public domain, you should not use a password that is as simple and easy for people to guess. Why? Because this is not your personal computer to use such weak passwords. So ensure that your password have minimum of 6 to 8 characters in length, and that should include the alphabets in uppercase and lowercase, that is the capital letters and small letters, and numericals, that is the numbers, and symbols will be the at the rate symbol, hash symbol, dollar symbol, and asterisk symbol. Those are the symbols that you will find on keyboard. So we have to ensure that this password and username part is taken seriously. So in order to have the username and password, I am going to use a file where I will enter a username and password for my future reference, and I am going to copy and paste the details over here. So this will make sure that you will have a backup file in place, just in case if you forgot the installation login details, you don't have to worry about recovering the email or password. So let's get this part solved. So as I said that username should not be admin or administrator, so I am not going to use the weak username. So I am also skipping the username that is related to my first name or last name or my account name. So I am going to choose something unique that will be a combination of number and your the alphabets. So for the password, I said that we need to enter a password of minimum of 6 characters or 8 characters in length, and it should include alphabets, numericals and symbols. So let's enter something very strong and let's see the score of the password we have entered. So if it reads something to 100, that should be fine. So this is the password. So the score is still 71 out of 100. So we need to add more characters and more length. So it's still at 91 by 100. Let's make it more complicated. So this is a complicated password. So let's save it here. So username should be fine. It need not be reach the scoring bar. So for the administrative email, this is the email ID which you will set up for the administrator of your WordPress admin account. So in this case, I will be using an email related to the domain. So this is the email I am going to use for administrator. You can use any email ID that you can access and you have access to it, and you want that to be your admin. So choose a language for WordPress installation. So this should be English or whatever the language that is available here, you can choose it. So I am going to stick with English, and optionally you can select some plugins for installing, but I am leaving it as it is. I am not going to use any plugins. So another important part you need to know is to use a database name and table prefix that is not related or starts with WP. So when you are using softaculous, it will use the default formats. So when we are doing it in a manual fashion, we will be doing all the parts that I am doing now, that is using a unique username, a complicated password. So these are all done in order to make sure that your installation is secure. apart from that, it adds nothing to us, and we want our users to be concerned about security, and they should learn about security. Otherwise, you can install the software class based WordPress in within 5 minutes. You don't need to spend this much of time, but I am saying that you need to ensure that you learn about security and you concern about security. So I am going to use unique database name and table prefix that is not generated by software class. So another important thing you need to know here is that whenever software class installs or performs this automated installation, it will use a database name and prefix that is generated by itself by checking in your existing control panel. So when we are customizing the database name and table prefix, we have to make sure that the existing database name is not uh, used by us, that is 53 capital D and small f. This is the database name I have entered here. I wanted to use it. So when we are customizing things like this, we have to ensure that there is no overlapping or overwriting will be there. So first go to MySQL databases, and you will be able to see the list of current databases here. So there is no such database or no database found on this account. Why? Because this is a freshly created control panel account. So in case if you have a websites or add-on domains on your account, you have to make sure that you are not overlapping existing database. Otherwise you may run into issues of overwriting the data, or maybe the software class might not install perform the installation properly. So I have ensured this part, and I am going to replace the auto generated database name and table prefix. Again, as I mentioned previously, all these are not mandatory. I am just doing it so that your installation will be secure. Uh, I will also show you how to install WordPress without doing all this stuff, and that is rather very easy. But again, I am saying that security is to be considered very important. Why? Because WordPress sites are targeted by hackers and other people uh, constantly. That is the reason why I am spending so much of time teaching you how to make sure that your installation is secure. So you can check the auto upgrade part, that will install the updated version or latest version of your WordPress, and you can also choose to check the auto upgrade of WordPress plugins and themes as well. But I am not going to check the two options. The reason behind this is there may be cases sometimes then where you have certain things that may not be compatible with the latest version of plugin or theme, and there may be cases where users will be using premium themes and not the free themes. So in such cases this auto upgrade may not work properly. That is the reason why I am skipping the plugin and theme auto upgrade, and I am just using the core of WordPress to be auto upgraded. So this is the only option I am ticking here. And if you want a backup location to to be chosen after completion of the installation. You can check in this backup location and configure things, but we are not going to make this too much complicated, and I am leaving this particular step. So let's enter a email ID where we should receive this installation email details too. So everything is set up now. Whatever we have done till now, it's not a complicated thing. I just explained you how to make the installation most secure, but the installation is very fast. It will complete within 5 minutes or less. So just I'm going to click the install and see what happens. So installation is finished within 2 minutes. So installation is done now. So congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So the first URL is our public facing site. So let's check. Yes, this is the public facing site. The next is the administrative URL. So this is where you will be able to log into the backend. So this is the backend. Alright. So another step that we did is we wanted the installation details to be sent to an email ID. So we have used the email ID that we have on our CPanel. So I will be logging into that email ID, and I will show you that there will be an email ID with instructions or details that we have used during installation. So go to the round cube, and here you can see there is an installation email sent to your email ID. So a new installation of WordPress 4.7.3 has been completed, and here are the installation details. This is the URL of your public facing site, admin URL, administrative username. The password is hidden. Why? Because we don't want to send the passwords to email. So admin email, database name, database username, and database host and database password is also not shown here. And this is the automated backups is disabled or not, auto upgrade is, whatever the other settings are done here. So those are provided here. So this is done. This email will be sent by softaculous automatically. So this completes the installation part, and you can just reload this page and you will be able to see that there is these are the WordPress files that were uploaded by softaculous and set up the things for us. So we hope that you have learned how to install WordPress through softaculous in a easy and secure manner. So the most important thing that you should not forget to do after installing the default WordPress is to remove the meta widget. Why we should remove the meta widget is because, so when you go to the meta details, you will be able to see the meta widget is taking you to the site administrator or login. So you can see in the bottom of the screen there is an URL, that is mylife.com/wp admin/. So this is the part that we don't want to be exposed to the public. So we should remove this thing, and we are all good to go. So now that part is removed, and you can customize the WordPress installation to your uh, needs, and you can install the plugins and whatever you want to do, you can do it and have a happy blogging. We hope that this tutorial and video is helpful to you, and let us know your feedback in comments, and let us know if you have any issues with installing WordPress. Thank you for watching this video, and not make sure that you log out of your control panel whenever you have finished your work, and we hope this will help you. Thank you.